In the dark forests of the American Northwest, loggers once whispered of a terrifying creature called the Hidebehind. It was never seen directly, because it was always behind you. The moment you'd turn around, it would vanish behind the nearest tree. Described as tall and lean, the Hidebehind was said to move faster than the human eye could follow. It could twist its body unnaturally and slip through trees without making a sound. At night, lone travelers were warned not to stray from camp or risk being taken. The first written account appeared in 1910 in Fearsome Creatures of the Lumberwoods, a fictional field guide by William T. Cox. While presented humorously, it reflected real fears of loggers working long hours in isolation. Over time, the Hidebehind became a symbol of the unknown dangers lurking in the wilderness. Interestingly, some legends claim the Hidebehind can't stand alcohol. That's why many lumberjacks kept a flask of whiskey, not just for warmth, but protection. Others believed the creature only preyed on those who let fear overtake them, feeding on anxiety itself. While there's no scientific proof of its existence, the Hidebehind taps into a real psychological phenomenon: pareidolia, the tendency to see patterns, especially faces, in darkness or chaos. In a forest where trees shift in the wind and shadows move constantly, it's easy to believe something might be watching you. In the misty hills of Maryland, stories have circulated since the late 1700s about a creature that appears to be part dragon, part bird, and part octopus. Locals call it the Snallygaster. Descriptions say it has a metallic beak lined with sharp teeth, claws like iron hooks, writhing tentacles, and a scream that sounds like a steam engine whistle. It's said to strike at night, diving from above, seizing prey with its claws and draining blood through its beak. The story first came with German settlers, who called it the Schneller Geist, the quick spirit. By the early 1900s, the legend had become so widespread that in February 1909, the Middletown Valley Register began reporting alleged sightings. The Smithsonian was even rumored to offer a reward for its capture. Some researchers now believe the newspaper articles were a publicity stunt. In December 1932, the final major sighting was published. The monster reportedly suffocated in a moonshine vat after being lured into a trap. This event coincided with the final days of Prohibition. Later studies noted that the Snallygaster legend was often used as a scare tactic, especially to control black communities in the post-slavery era. In that sense, the creature became more than folklore. It reflected deep social anxieties of its time. The next creature appeared in Illinois only once, but left behind chaos, panic, and dozens of unanswered questions: the Enfield Horror. In April 1973, Henry McDaniel of Enfield, Illinois, reported hearing scratching noises outside his door around 10 p.m. When he opened it, he claimed to see the strangest thing imaginable: a short gray creature with 3 legs, 2 tiny arms, and 2 bright pink eyes glowing like flashlights. It stood about 4.5 feet tall. McDaniel fired at it and heard a hissing sound like a wildcat, after which the creature vanished, leaping over a railroad embankment in 3 jumps, covering more than 75 feet total. Later, strange tracks were found, similar to dog prints, but with 6 toe pads. The local press picked up the story instantly, and soon armed monster hunters began arriving in Enfield. The county sheriff urged people to stop vigilante actions and called the whole situation a media-driven hoax. Researchers at Western Illinois University studied the case as an example of collective behavior and rumor panic. Their conclusion: there may have been 1 or 2 authentic sightings, but the rest was likely fueled by gossip, fear, and headlines. To this day, the Enfield Horror remains one of the most mysterious entries in American cryptid lore. One of the most extraordinary creatures you've ever heard of, the Peryton. At first glance, it's a blend of a noble stag and a predatory bird. The front, antlers, neck, chest, resembles a large deer. The back, feathers, wings, and claws, is purely avian. It's said to fly up to 3,000 feet with a wingspan of over 16 feet. But its most terrifying trait? The shadow. A Peryton casts the shadow of a human until it kills one. Only then does its shadow shift to reveal its true beastly form. This idea suggests a trapped soul inside the creature. The Peryton was first described in Jorge Luis Borges's Book of Imaginary Beings, supposedly based on a lost medieval manuscript. It claimed these beasts came from Atlantis, surviving its destruction and later stalking travelers in Europe. Similar winged stags appear in European heraldry, symbolizing duality, though no exact creature like the Peryton exists. From a scientific perspective, it's one of few mythical beasts said to carry a human imprint. Some cryptozoologists compare it to demonic hybrids like harpies or manticores. Today, the Peryton is featured in fantasy games, books, and RPGs. Though born from fiction, its idea is so powerful it has earned a lasting place in modern cryptid lore. One of the most cunning and deadly mythical creatures of Scotland is the Each-Uisge. At first glance, it appears to be a simple horse, but beneath its smooth skin hides a monster ready to strike. The Each-Uisge lives in the cold waters of Scottish lochs and seas. It often takes the form of a beautiful horse, sometimes a man or a pony, to lure in its victims. But once someone mounts it, there's no escape. Its skin becomes adhesive like glue, trapping the rider, and the creature instantly dives into the depths. According to legend, it devours the victim underwater, leaving only the liver washed ashore as a grim reminder. In human form, the creature is said to show clues to its true nature, like waterweed in its hair or hooves in place of feet. It's often confused with the Kelpie, another Scottish water spirit. But the Each-Uisge is far more dangerous. Kelpies haunt rivers, while Each-Uisge dwells in deep lochs and coastal waters, where escape is nearly impossible. Eich-Uisge tales appear throughout the Highlands, including the Isle of Skye, Lewis, and Argyll. Some villages even built symbolic barriers along lake shores to keep the beast away. Today, the Eich-Uisge appears in books, games, and films. What was once a terrifying folk story has become a symbol of nature's beauty and its lurking danger. This creature didn't attack anyone and left behind no physical traces. Dover Demon is a mystery that lives between headlights and the shadows of trees. In April 1977, in the small town of Dover, Massachusetts, 3 teenagers independently reported seeing a creature unlike anything known. Around 4 to 4.5 feet tall, with a disproportionately large head shaped like a watermelon, light tan skin, long spindly limbs, and bright glowing orange eyes. They described it as eerily silent and motionless. The first report came on the night of April 21st, when a teenager named Bill was driving and spotted the figure perched on a stone wall. That same night, a second teen saw something similar a few miles away. The next evening, a third witness reported another sighting, again of the same strange creature. There were no footprints, no attacks, no photographs, just matching descriptions and one sketch. That drawing has become iconic and remains deeply unsettling. Scientists and skeptics suggested explanations ranging from young moose to owls to hoaxes, but none fully accounted for the details. Since then, there have been no further sightings, yet the legend has endured. The Dover Demon has become a symbol of the unexplained, something that appeared for 2 nights and then vanished forever. Let us know in the comments what you think about the Dover Demon. The final creature on our list isn't just a myth. He's a full-blown internet legend who has sparked thousands of stories and even real-world incidents. Slenderman. Tall, faceless, dressed in black, he looks like something pulled straight from a nightmare. Yet his origins are surprisingly recent. Slenderman was born in 2009 on the Something Awful internet forum, when user Victor Surge posted an eerie image of a tall, faceless figure standing near children. The idea exploded online, quickly becoming viral. He was soon linked to fictional disappearances, creepy photos, and fabricated reports. Although a fictional entity, Slenderman has become part of modern folklore. Within a year of his debut, over 10,000 fan creations emerged. Games, creepypasta, short films, and comics. The most disturbing part? His impact on real life. In 2014, 2 12-year-old girls in Wisconsin attacked their friend, claiming they did it for Slenderman. The incident made international headlines and raised serious questions about the influence of fictional horror on young minds. Visually, Slenderman is chilling in his simplicity, often described as over 8 feet tall, with arms that stretch unnaturally like tentacles. His appearances are often linked with memory loss, headaches, or strange static interference in videos. His cultural reach continues to grow, from the viral indie game Slender the 8 Pages to the 2018 Hollywood film. Despite his simple design, he remains one of the most terrifying figures of the digital era. Slenderman is a chilling reminder of the power of imagination in the age of the internet.